University of Kashmir has been able to take the lead in implementing the NEP-2020 in Union Territory of J&K, one of the first institutions in the country to do so. To ensure the implementation of NEP-2020, the university established NEP cell in March 2022 with the role to coordinate, monitor and facilitate various aspects of NEP implementation. Pertinently, university ordered the authorization of adoption of NEP 2020 for undergraduate programs from the academic section 2022. The NEP cell at the University of Kashmir has been working to ensure that the principles and goals of NEP 2020 are effectively realized at the institutional level. Well, NEP cell has been conducting series of events, workshops to facilitate awareness and implementation of NEP 2020. The university in general and NEP cell in particular is currently engaged in making preparations for all that it takes to ensure successful implementation of NEP at PG level. The course curriculum and framework of 5-year integrated master's program being offered by this university through several departments in main and satellite campuses have been redesigned as per UGC guidelines based on NEP 2020. The NEP cell has already prepared circulated statutes of 5-year integrated master's program and made it available on its website. I am glad to share with you that university is currently in process of drafting PG statutes as per NEP 2020, and I assure its completion and formal submission by ending November 2024. University Grants Commission has recently issued guidelines titled Curriculum and Credit Framework for Postgraduate Programs in June 2024 under National Education Policy 2020. The present workshop is intended to help deliberate on some of the sensitive issues related to reframing PG statutes, program regulations, and course structure with an aim to make heads and deans aware about the guidelines and its implications on our course curriculum at PG level. The workshop is not just about theoretical discussions. It is about understanding and interpreting these guidelines and developing workable course curriculum that best suits our academic context. We hope that the insights gained here will lead to development of concrete outcome for our institution.
We implemented at UG level NEP 2020, as Professor Majid very rightly said, in 2026. We'll be having that batch with University of Kashmir. So this exercise was very important because at the fag end, or when that batch is ready to come here with us to University of Kashmir, we should not be planning for the course curriculum and all that. So ample of time we are getting to frame the courses, to visit the other institutes where very successfully they have implemented the program, see their good practices. As Professor Manjula was sharing with me, in their remote colleges, maximum exposure to the students is not towards industrial connect. That's true with us also. So we have to see how this experience can be, met. And for the programs like which management studies just now conducted, Chirgish, one of the very successful programs which I saw on the campus. What advantage we can give to the students, what points, what credit points we can give to the students, because it needs all efforts. It needs marketing, it needs motivation, it needs hard work, it needs, framing the program. So all these points we have to take into consideration. And we have a very serious NEP team created at University of Kashmir, even in the affiliated colleges, which are in touch with each other. And before implementing NEP 2020, very serious exercise was done with the Government of Higher Education, JNK, UT, with the principals of all colleges, with the academic counselors, coordinators of colleges, and then only a template came out. Definitely, this is the time for us to review our exercise and implementation of curriculum, which we did that time. This already, our team is doing, they are reviewing it. As we all know, in the 21st century, this was the implementation of NEP 2020 was the major shift of educational system, which has changed. And you were talking about, mindset of teachers, definitely, even the mindset of society is one of the component, mindset of teachers, mindset of students, which will take, some time. And definitely, University of Kashmir being one of the premier institute of higher education, every step is being monitored, and we are monitoring our own steps also, and things are being implemented after lots of exercise and seeing what are the pros and cons of a particular policy.
We have to remember and pay tributes to all those people who were responsible for developing this education system right from the post-independence period. And one such name is Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. With his original name being Ghulam Muhyiddin Azad, he was born in Makkah in 1988, and he was the first education minister of post-independent India. So, while he was the education minister, many transformations took place in the education system. We are proud of this UGC and AICTE. The concept was given by Maulana Abul Kalam. In fact, he laid the foundation of the first IIT in India, that is Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, which you can see it is spread over 2,100 acres of land, which roughly means 8.7 square kilometers. And it caters more than 900 faculty members. And it was decided that all such IITs will be in the 4 sides of the country, which were named as IIT Delhi, IIT Mumbai, and IIT Madras. Now, there are more than 25 IITs at the present time. He contributed to various other aspects of education, like the International Council of Cultural Relations, the CSIR, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. As Government of India decided on 11th September 2008 that National Education Day should be celebrated in the memory of Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, which comes fortunately on this date. So we thank all our predecessors who have contributed a lot towards the vision and mission of developing the nation. It is said that one great idea makes the benefit for generations to come. And one such visionary gets birth once in 100 years. Now coming to this redesigning curriculum and credit framework, so I will also thank and take this opportunity to appreciate the high-level work done by our predecessors in the university for implementing this NEP in undergraduate program. Of course, everything will not be perfect in one go. As Professor Manjula said that they have implemented and they had some concerns, there were some corrections which can be figured out. Likewise, we can have also such situations where we need to fill in the gaps and make the course corrections. However, it's always the difficulty level in implementing such programs. Once upon a time, we had semester system, which shifted to yearly system, which shifted back to semester system, and then it shifted to choice-based credit system. At that point of time, people said that it's very difficult to switch over to choice-based credit system. Yes, of course, it is difficult to implement every program. But however, with the passage of time, we were able to manage this choice-based credit system in a fantastic way.
The problem with NEP 2020 implementation is there is something which requires immediate deliveries, there is something which requires deliveries at a later end. So whatever programs you are implementing it through, like please remember it will be used in university campuses where it is relatively easier. You have lot of facilities and faculty is also more trained. But when it goes to the colleges, there are many problems. And especially when it goes to the remote colleges, there are many problems. So we have to factor those things now and give a solution to the colleges. We cannot straight away say that we have implemented it. So the immediate deliverables are, first is you have to design the programs, devise the template as per the rules. But as I have told you, don't stick to the minimum. let the beauty of the subjects flourish. If fine arts requires 80% of the practical, let them have the 80% of the practicals. Why are you saying 3+1 for everybody, whether it is management or whether it is commerce, whether it is physics, whether it is chemistry? Let every subject live with its beauty. So the curriculum has to be devised accordingly, and then you have to design the courses also. Like here I will request teachers. I have seen across many states, teachers are the most reluctant to revise the courses. They want to teach the same thing that they have been teaching for the past 30 years. Please revise the courses. NEP is not about just showcasing some template. It is about the complete revision of the courses. At least it should be able to benchmark with the international standards, because we are creating mobility across the world by implementing NEP. So devise the courses very, very carefully. And also remember that if you are designing something which is very high end, say you have given a course on machine learning and that is being implemented in a remote college, you should have the facility to train the teachers of that particular institute in machine learning or in blockchain, whatever it is. So we have to train the teachers also. And of course, I have already talked about this learning outcome. Second thing is that it's not about curriculum. Curriculum is just very small component of it. This is only thing is that the frame has changed a little. Admissions are very important, because NEP says everything has to be creditized. Everything has to be creditized. Right now, what do we creditize? We creditize only classroom learning or classroom practical. Now it says no, this is passé, this is old fashioned. Everything needs creditization. So please fix it into your admission policy. How you are going to do it? It's possible that now you might feel that it is very complicated, but please prepare a frame. And then you can decide that we will implement part 1 of the frame now, part 2 of the frame next year, part 3 of the frame next year. Because later on such integration will become very, very difficult. So the problem with this, we are giving exit. Students can go out after, say, first year in PG. Right now we are assuming they may not go out, but what happens if a class of 30, everyone decides to leave because they have got the job? So do you have the plan? Because you already have created the capacity, you have classrooms, you have teachers. What are you going to do in second year? So it means we have to make admissions every year. At the first year also, in the second year also, whatever vacant seats are available. And vacancies will not be created by the students taking PG diploma and moving out. Vacancies will also be created because many students drop out of the programs.
As far as the undergraduate level of the Board of Studies is concerned, there's a due representation of the colleges. Actually, they have to actually come up with their input, how they are going to implement it. But in our case, this is slightly different, because as far as the college component is concerned, we have a academic control. Since it was a transition, it took more than 30 years to have a new education policy. The Dean Academics has taken a lead in organizing this at the PG level. I wish that this is done at the school level also, wherein all the stakeholders are taken on board in terms of the content of the syllabus as such. That will formalize it, that how you are going to take it, whether it is in terms of the research component subsequently or not, how far the students will be able to cap up with the certain nitty-gritties of these courses as such. And as far as the online courses is concerned, again, I think there is no reluctance on the part of the, I think our university again is a lead in terms of the EMRC offering almost all these SWAM courses and other courses, or even coming up with the MOOC programs being developed here, so that the other students also getting fed. But I do agree that because of the change of the academic session, say for example in SWAM, if some of the courses from the IITs and other things, our students can opt for, but that has to be alignment in terms of that, so that the student actually opts for that, and how far that fits in the scheme of our scheme as such. So I think there are certain issues which needs to be taken in such a way that it has a long-term implications.
We have ensured that at undergraduate level, a student is in a position to take 50% of the credits outside university, outside colleges. They can opt for other colleges, universities, online courses. So what we have done, that flexibility for student and the teacher and the colleges to be educated, that the ownership of students. You know what we have been grown up as believing that the student belongs to a specific college, specific department. Having this ingrained in the statutes to make them believe that the student has this flexibility to shuffle between the colleges, between the universities, between online and offline mode has been part of the statutes. And we have got a good response at the undergraduate level. We have seen students approaching us for now a lateral entry to the 5th semester, which was very welcoming for us. Students from other universities have come forward and said, sir, we want to be admitted into the 5th semester directly. They have sought exit from the other universities. And we will be completing our 3rd year of the undergraduate studies in 2025, and we expect that some of them may actually seek exit so that they can start their post-graduation either here or somewhere else. Honorable Vice Chancellor has already said that the PhD statutes are being modified in accordance with the National Education Policy. We have to ensure the eligibility that the students who have completed their undergraduate studies with certain requisites are eligible for the PhD program. And this also has been done for 5 years master's program. One of the biggest challenges at the UG level was that we had more than 30,000 students spread across Kashmir Valley, more than 100 regular and private colleges. We had to take higher education into confidence, ensure that the ability of each college to offer courses in accordance with the faculty, human resources, infrastructural requirements. That while we are drafting this policy, we understand there is no homogeneity between the different colleges. There is, honestly, on the other side, there is a completely heterogeneous environment going from one college onto the other college. What we have done, at least a good effort has been made, that statutory position does allow us that certain colleges can offer only specific courses, and it can register students from other colleges and other universities. We are facing certain challenges which is being addressed, and certain statutes may be modified with passage of time to make it more accommodative. As of now, this has been implemented, and ma'am, we have ensured that within 45 days of conduct of exams, the 2nd and 4th semester results are declared. Colleges are that before the start of the next semester, they are aware that their results are in process and they have been already declared. So we have tried to ensure that system evolves in accordance with the requirements of the NEP and choice-based credit system.